Okay. Hello. This is part 1 of feeding my worms. I'm probably gonna make or episode 1. I don't know what I'll call it, but it's basically when I have my little compost box where I put all my food scraps is full like this. You can see some oats in there, some kiwi, some spinach, some cotton. Got my leaves here and some shred here. And I'm just gonna show you what feeding my worms would look like. So usually I'll take my box of whatever I'm gonna feed them. Just take it. It's my worm bin, where they all are. Just kind of put it in there. You can see it all. So there's not much in there. Hit it against the side a little bit, get everything out. And then you use this shovel. You can use whatever shovel you want. You just kind of flatten it out a little bit. You don't want a huge pile. Crush things like eggshells so that your worms can eat them easier. Just kind of like this. You have a little layer of all your food scraps, whatever you want. And then put this back, put that right there. And then you can take a layer of bedding, so leaves or shred both work. Take some leaves. Right here. So now I just take my leaves. Put a couple leaves in here. You don't want to put too many though. Take my shovel back. Just, mix it around. A couple big leaves. A little bit of shredded paper. Just put that in there. Take my shovel again. Put it all around, mix it all around. So this will be all stuff for them to eat. Take a watering can and just water it all. Worms like things that are moist, so give them lots of water. Just some more food on the top of the lid. And that's basically it. Take the container, wash it out. Here, little faucet. Wash it out and put it back up wherever you keep your compost can. And that's basically a day in feeding the worms. After editing note, I actually took all the leaves out because I was 3 days or 4 days later, and my worms, they were not eating the leaves. The leaves were just too big. They weren't drying out. So I would not recommend putting leaves like this unless you can really crunch them up into small stuff like this, which I did not do. I would not recommend putting them in your worm bin unless you have a big industrial sized worm bin, but just a small bin like I have. I don't think you should put big leaves like this unless you crunch them into stuff like this where it's smaller and easier for the worms to eat. I would not recommend putting it in your bin.